I was 7. I'd read there was a big ship. It didn't really convey as much to us as it did to my parents, obviously. I mean, I'd never been in a ship at all before. And she said at 10 minutes to 12, she felt a slight bump. And we rowed away, and I didn't close my eyes at all. I saw that ship sink. And I saw that ship break in half. But do you remember the silence that followed it? And that's quite right. It says the whole world stood still that night. Once the lights had gone, the ship had gone, the sound had gone. Oh, it was dreadful.
The 14th of April, 1912. A night to remember. A night when the largest, most luxurious liner of her day was speeding across the North Atlantic on her maiden voyage. No expense had been spared to make this ship a symbol of man's final victory over nature.
What did you see?
Iceberg dead ahead, sir!
God almighty.
There's nothing I fear. You are safe in my heart and my heart.
This is it! Hold on! Do not let go of my hand!
I'll never let go.
Based on the tragedy that spawned thousands of heartbreaking true stories, comes this fake one.
Titanic. Super 3D.
Titanic 3D. 3D so real you can actually feel James Cameron stealing money from your pocket.
Oi! Knock it off, you two! If you keep making out like that, we're not gonna notice if any icebergs get too close. Oh, bollocks. You see what you did?
You can feel the action.
Jack, this is where we first met.
Woman, we might die from this!
I know! I just thought it was ironic or poetically tragic, maybe.
That guy just pinwheeled to his death!
I know that!
This is not poetic! This is real, Ro!
And Michael Bay.
I'd rather freeze in the icy water if it means I can't be with you.
It's really sweet, but something tells me I would have a better chance of survival if you would have just stayed on the lifeboat and let me figure out a way to float on my own. Now I'm gonna have to find some wreckage and let you float on it, or else I'm a huge douchebag.
Well, don't go out of your way or anything.
We are on the tail of a sinking ship! I'm kind of stressed out right now!
Witness the eternal love that ends because one piece of driftwood cannot hold two people. Is it just me, or did he not have to die?
Will Adam and Jamie's Titanic tale be consigned to Davy Jones' locker? Jack's first attempts to get aboard the board seem very similar to the movie. The board does appear to be only made for one. The additional buoyancy has made a massive difference. They're no longer floundering around, but sitting pretty.
Based on that, we gotta say, this is plausible. Rose and Jack could have survived.
forward well deck. And I thought, hello, we've hit an iceberg. Lower the lifeboats and stand by. That was the order. Stand by.
Decks were lined with people, not getting
off.
off.
Debris floating. And bodies, dead and alive, were all around there. So there were hundreds of them around the stern of that ship. They'd all seem to drift down that
That's
way.
when the people started jumping into the water and screaming. That's when they screamed. It was terrible.
Eventually, I seemed to be all by myself. The cries, help, and prayers had all subsided, and everything was quiet.
He said the whole thing was a tribute to man's arrogance, and I agree with that.